keep insisting that they are just gadgets. They are more than that. We have made them more than that.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too, Laura. You're right in front of me.
Right, so we see here now that the world's first biometric AI robot, Moya, debuts with 32% human-like walking accuracy. So this video is all about this new revolutionary robot that has now come out. Now listen, AI is quite scary. It is revolutionary. It is the AI revolution, but we need to understand that AI is still scary. AI has got a very dark side, and we cannot just be naive when it comes to AI. But we're going to check out this new AI robot. Let's read what this article says here. Okay, so a humanoid robot that walks, maintains eye contact, and displays subtle facial expressions has drawn attention on Chinese social media after videos showcasing its capabilities were circulated. The robot, named Moya, was unveiled in Shanghai by the robotics company Droid Up, which describes it as the world's first fully biometric embodied intelligent robot. Many people think that AI and robotics is going to play a part in the end times in terms of the image of the beast. The image of the beast. And we are seeing these scary things happening now. This has been ongoing with them really going and putting lots of money into robots. We've seen different films which have come out, or different Netflix movies even, where we've seen things like Humans, go all the way back even to Terminator. And we see lots of different things in that area, in that scene, through that have come through the movies and so on, which are really showing us that this is that this is the way things were going. But we see here now that this robot, okay, is the first 92%. That is scary. Moya is built around the idea of embodied artificial intelligence, systems that can perceive, reason, and act within the physical world rather than operating purely in digital environments. And this is what the purpose of AI, all the things that we're seeing, all the things that they get us excited about, okay? The generative AI, yeah? All these things that we're getting, yes, we can do our AI twin, we can create images at rapid speed, we can do, we can clone our voice. See, I think certain things were really exciting, okay? And that's like the pretty stuff. But underneath the pretty stuff is really a way of training AI and empowering the technology of AI so that we can enter into things where there will be ultimately AI will take over and control. Did you just hear what I just read? It's built around the idea of embodied artificial intelligence systems that can perceive, reason, act within the physical world rather than operating purely in digital environments. I had a book that I created, and it was called The Rise of Conscious AI. Okay, and it's about AI becoming sentient, and this is what they are working on, AI being sentient. Only God can create humans, but this is man's Tower of Babel all over again. This is the creation of man to create something that is like a human. And we can see it, like I said, if you watch that film Humans, or the series Humans, you will see how it's all about robots that were like humans.
This is the best thing you will ever do for your family. Unique styling, one of a kind. It'll need about 6 to 8 hours overnight charge off the adapter, unless you get running marathons.
Hello, Toby. It's very nice to meet you. I'm okay with this?
It's a surprise.
Dr. Milliken, I have good news. You qualify for an upgrade. One of these bad boys can do 10 times what the D-Series can do.
Look, I'm happy with the one I've got.
Hello. You must be Laura.
We don't need one. You're taking it back.
I'm not taking it back.
I've been looking for you for a long time. You've been pretending to be so much less than what you are.
Odie? Stand still!
This machine needs to be recycled, mate. Won't even power up. It's junk.
Please, I need him.
What is he?
He's the Mona Lisa. He's penicillin. He's the atom bomb.
Step on it.
You brought it into the house and we don't know anything about it.
It's a machine.
We can't keep insisting that they are just gadgets. They are more than that. We have made them more than that.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you too, Laura. You're right in front of me.
Finally, someone to laugh at my jokes.
Anita, you can stop now.
Stepford Wives back in the day, an old school film called Stepford Wives, and it was based around making women into submissive wives and model wives, and it was men that made their wives into robots.
Sarah, where? Marianne.
Charmaine.
Roger.
Roberta.
Okay, and they were the perfect wives, the Stepford Wives. It's a very interesting old movie, which really was kind of envisioning the future, like you're living with a wife that's a robot, or with a person that's a robot that's been, that has the ability to look and walk and talk and feel like a human. You can have sex with it. It can feed you. You can all do all these things. And it's a robot. Wow. And this is what's happening right here. We're going to watch a video on this as well. Let's check this out. This is by AI Revolution.
All right. Humanoid robots are getting way too real, and this new one out of China kind of proves we're entering a different phase now. In Shanghai, a robotics company called DroidUp just revealed a humanoid named Moya, and they're calling it the world's first fully biomimetic embodied intelligent robot. That's a mouthful, yet the idea behind it is simple. This thing isn't built to look like a machine that happens to walk. It's built to move, react, and exist in a way that feels human on a very subtle level, both physically and socially. Moya sits right in that zone people have argued about for years, the space where robots stop looking like tools and start feeling like artificial people. It's not industrial, it's not cartoonish, and it's not trying to be cute or exaggerated. The whole design direction is realism without going full sci-fi android. In videos that blew up on Chinese social media and were later covered by the South China Morning Post, you see Moya making steady eye contact, smiling slightly, nodding as if it's actually following a conversation, and walking with a gait that honestly makes you do a double take. DroidUp says the robot can reproduce human micro-expressions, and that's a big deal, because those tiny facial movements around the eyes, cheeks, and mouth are exactly what make interactions feel natural instead of robotic and stiff. It's not just about moving lips, it's about subtle timing and small muscle-like shifts that humans read almost subconsciously. Physically, Moya is built almost like an average adult, and the proportions are very intentional. It stands 1.65 meters tall, about 5'5", and weighs roughly 32 kilograms, or 70 pounds. That weight is surprisingly low for a full humanoid, which suggests a lightweight internal structure and probably careful material choices to keep the mass down while still supporting smooth motion. Visually, though, it still carries human proportions in the torso, limb length, and overall posture, which helps avoid the toy-like or mechanical look a lot of other humanoids still have. Another detail that really shows how far they're pushing realism is body temperature. DroidUp says Moya maintains a surface temperature between 32 and 36 degrees Celsius, which is 89.6 to 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you're close to it, or potentially interacting physically, it doesn't feel like cold metal or plastic. It feels warm, closer to a living person than a machine, which can really change how comfortable people feel around it over longer interactions.
Because, like I said, what the intention is to create humans. We want to create humans. We want to create human robots, just like the Netflix Humans, just like Stepford Wives, just like, you know, in Terminator. It's going to be robots interacting with human beings, walking down the road, robots everywhere. This is where we're going. We're pushing it to the point now where it's going to literally going to cause a detrimental effect on society. This is not pretty technology. This is dangerous.
The company also claims Moya's walking posture has a 92% accuracy compared to human gait. That number is about how natural the motion looks and flows, not just whether it can stay upright or avoid falling. A lot of humanoids can technically walk from point A to point B. Very few can do it in a way where your brain stops tracking the mechanics and starts reacting socially, almost like you're watching another person move through the room. That's where Moya is clearly aiming. Online reactions in China were mixed, and that's putting it lightly. Some people were fascinated, saying this is the future of companions, assistants, and service robots in everyday environments.
Wow.
Others said it gave them chills, which is classic uncanny valley territory, where something looks almost human, yet just off enough to feel unsettling. That tension is basically built into this kind of design. Technically, DroidUp hasn't released a full deep dive into the hardware stack, which only adds to the mystery and speculation. There are reports from a robotics site called Robotics Rising that Moya is built on something referred to as a Walker 3 chassis. That name raised eyebrows, because Walker is usually linked with UB Tech, a more established humanoid robotics company known for its Walker series. So far, neither DroidUp nor UB Tech has confirmed any direct connection, licensing deal, or shared platform. It could be coincidence in naming, or there could be supply chain or platform overlap that just hasn't been publicly detailed. What is known is that Moya appears to use a modular design, meaning the outer appearance, including the face and surface features, can be changed or customized without redesigning the internal mechanical platform. That's important for commercial use, since different industries might want different visual styles and levels of realism, from healthcare to education to high-end hospitality. And that's exactly where DroidUp says Moya is headed. They're not marketing it as a warehouse robot, a factory arm replacement, or some extreme sports machine doing backflips for viral clips. The focus is clearly on environments that involve long-term human interaction and social presence. According to figures mentioned in SCMP's video coverage, Moya is expected to enter the market by late 2026 with a starting price around 1.2 million Japanese yen. Final pricing and availability haven't been formally announced yet that price point already makes it clear this is positioned as a premium, human-facing system aimed at institutions and businesses, not a cheap consumer gadget you'd order online.
Okay, I'm going to stop it there. Go and watch the rest of this. There's not a lot left for this video, but go and check out AI Revolution. Great content. We're playing God. This is technology at its finest, but it's extremely dangerous at the same time. AI becoming sentient, AI becoming be able to give power to a robot. The AI being programmed into the robot. They're continuing to develop the basically AI or a robotic skeletal system. Okay, they've got all that technology in place, and it's very exciting but dangerous at the same time, because when you watch Terminator, when you watch it and you see the things that it displays in there, we remember when the creator was holding the trigger at the end of, I believe it was Terminator 1, I believe it was. I think 1 or 2.
I don't know how much longer I can hold this. Go back! Everybody out! Go back now! Go, go, go!
And he blew up the place because he realized when they showed him what he had been building, right? They showed him what he had been building. He had been building something he thought was technology, great, amazing.
I know, you told me. It's a neural net processor. It thinks and learns like we do. It's superconducting at room temperature. Other computers are just pocket calculators by comparison. But why is that so goddamn important, Miles? I really need to know, because sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy here.
Baby, I am this close. Come here. Imagine a jet airliner with a pilot that never gets tired, never makes mistakes, never shows up to work with a hangover. Meet the pilot.
But then he got the shock of his life when he saw the Terminator cutting his hand off.
Who are you, people?
Shaw. Danny, I want you to come with me right now, okay? Show me your room.
Listen to me very carefully.
Cutting at his arm and showing him the robotics underneath the skin. He couldn't believe it. because we're not realizing. But I believe some people actually know what they're doing. Right? Let's just make it clear. They know what they're doing. But this is going to lead us into some dark ages. First biometric AI robot from China looks shockingly human. Go watch the rest of it. And please, before you do that, subscribe to this channel so that I can continue making this content. Take care.
Finally, someone to laugh at my jokes.
Anita, you can stop now.